we'll sit back onto the heels, and if you can today, I'd like to start with baby puppy. So we're taking the knees a little bit wider open. I've got my big toes connected together behind. I'm going to slide my body all the way down and on the floor. Now you've got two options here. You can either drop your forehead down, or if you're feeling that you can go a little bit deeper, place your chin down and then look up towards your thumbs. But I'm going to leave that up to you. You see where you want to get it to today. I just want to open up the hips a little here. So just breathing nice and slowly. And see if you can let the knees open a little bit wider. Alright, now gently bringing your hands back on up. Bring the knees so they come up together underneath you. And then let's start to pull the body along the ground. Elbows in, shoulders down, lifting the chin. And then we'll come on up into a cat stretch. Rounding up through the shoulders and the back, looking up towards your belly. Taking the head and tailbone away. And then sitting all of the way back down upon your heels. And again, let's bring the body through, lifting, rolling back the shoulders, lifting the chin. Drawing up into a little cat stretch. Pulling up through the belly, gazing up towards your navel. Taking the head and the tailbone away, and sitting back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body through, drawing down the shoulders, lifting the chin. And now let's curl the toes, sending the hips back and taking the head down through your arms. Drawing forwards into a plank, and then bending your knees, and gently releasing back to your heels. And again, let's pull the body up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders, lifting the chin. Curl the toes, nice long stretch into the back of your legs. Draw forwards into your plank, and then bending your knees, and releasing and sitting on back. And again, we'll bring the body to draw up and along the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together a little if you can. Curl the toes, pull up through your belly and look up towards your navel. Bring the body forwards into a plank, and then bending your knees and gently releasing and sitting on back. Draw the body up and along the floor, and then curling the toes, head down, bottom up. Draw forwards into a plank, and then bending the knees and gently releasing and sitting on back. Couple more times if you can. Pull up and through. Curling the toes, lengthening off and along the back of your body. And draw forwards into plank, bending your knees and sitting on back. And last one, drawing up and through. And then curling the toes, staying in your down dog and walking down on the spot. So just drawing down one side of your body and then the other side, and just spreading the fingers nice and wide to the floor, moving hips a little from side to side, just noticing how your body feels, noticing how the lower back feels today. Alright, now let's come all the way back down upon your knees. And placing your right foot forwards. Taking your left leg as far back behind you as you can go into today. And today I'm just going to place your right hand on the inside of your right foot. And then bringing your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. And if you can, leaning backwards a little towards the knee. And just trying to get that little bit of a chest opener. Similar to when we lie on the floor, we roll back onto the shoulder. And then coming all the way back down, hands on the inside of your foot. Curl the toes and lift up the back knee. Open in the other direction, raising your right arm. And on this this one today, if you can, open up your front foot and go to the outside edge of your back foot. And then we'll open it back a little bit further. And then releasing it all of the way back round, knee coming back down upon the floor. Now I'm clasping my fingers together on this one. I'm bringing my arms up through the middle and then taking a bend over towards the right to take a stretch into the left hand side of your body. Alright, as always, if anything feels a little bit too intense, draw it back. You don't have to do everything today. And then coming back on up. Letting your arms back down, and we'll move just gently back onto that back knee, drawing back your toes. We have a little bit of a shift backwards through the tailbone, so the back line becomes just a touch flatter. Alright, don't worry if it doesn't move very far. And then from here, if we can, pressing a little, softening at the elbows so you come down a little bit deeper. Alright, so try to draw the toes upwards towards the ceiling, but protect the back of your knee. Alright, if it starts to get a little bit tight, bend the knee, don't force it. Okay, now I'm going to bring your knees in together, and we're going to come up onto the hands, lifting the knees just a little off the floor. Now again, all depending on how this feels for you, you can do this from the back of your feet, or you can curl the toes and lift the knees. Same thing's going to happen. We're going to start to get a little bit more core and tension. So riding back the shoulders, looking towards the upper end of your mat, pull up on your bottom rib, curl the toes if you can, and just lifting your knees an inch off the floor. Set about your breathing. Nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel the core connection. You're going to drop those knees down to the floor if you need to. Breathing in and breathing out. And really pulling up through the core on your out breath. Again, breathing in and out. Again, deep breath in and out. 2 more breaths there if you can. Feel the core readily getting involved. And out. 1 more. And then I'm going to press back on up into your downward dog again. Now again, option here. We can do what we did at the beginning, and we can walk from 1 to 1. Or if you feel you'd like to, raising up your right leg, pressing it up towards the ceiling, then just gently bending the knee a little to get a little bit of a hip opener on the right leg. You're also going to feel the inner thigh muscles stretching on your left. And bring that leg all the way back down. Swap it over, taking that left leg up, bending the knee a little, opening at the hip, and taking a nice couple of deep breaths there, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then bringing it all of the way back down again. Let's come back down upon your knees, step your left foot forwards, and just placing down again your left hand to the inside of your left foot, opening to the right, raising your right arm up. Just again, almost leaning back into the knee with your shoulder. And then bringing both of your hands down to the inside, curling the toes, lifting up the back knee, and opening out to the left. Okay, now again, as on the other side, you can either stay or turn your front foot open, go to the outside edge of your back foot, and maybe open it back a little bit more. And then bringing it all of the way back round, knee back down upon the floor, shoulders and upper body coming back. We're clasping up the fingers, first finger's going straight up, squeezing the head a little, and then taking a bend to the left to take a stretch into the right hand side of your body. Stretching up through your lats, into your waist, a little bit more into the hip flexors and your lower back. And then bringing it back down, letting your arms back down and move onto that back knee, drawing back your toes. A little bit of an extension through your tailbone if you can, drawing back through with your shoulders, pressing down from the centre of your chest, calf and hamstring stretch. Take a few breaths there. Remember, you're bending the knee if you need to. That's okay. Remember, it's not the back of the knee you're looking to stretch. You should be feeling here calf and hamstring. All right, but nothing really behind the knee. You'll feel the muscles are connected, okay, the tendons, okay, and the intricate ligaments, all right, but it shouldn't be feeling tight, if that's maybe a good explanation. All right, now let's come around onto your back, and we're going to set up usage of your breathing and set up usage of your core. So as we lay back onto our backs, just be able to reach down. If you rock from side to side, you can find your heels. Let your shoulders open back down to the ground. And just maybe roll them back and down a few times. Walk the shoulder blades down and then wriggle the neck out. Really feel that the collarbone just sits nice and open. Work your lower back softly towards the floor and recognise your imprint. And then release your back away from the floor. So again, working your lower back towards the ground. Notice how thorough that lower back imprint is for you today. And then release and settle to neutral. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out through your mouth, draw the navel back to the spine. So on the in-breath, let's get that lateral thoracic breath, moving the ribs to widen, side and back of your body. And then as you breathe out, just draw the navel back to the spine, feel that tightening of your waist, drawing up on the pelvic floor. Again, as you breathe in, ribs widening, belly flat. And then as you breathe out, contracting, pulling in and pulling up behind the surface muscles. And just do another couple of deep breaths. So what the breath is going to do is start to bring in new oxygen, particularly up into the brain. We're starting to get that heightened awareness of being by really re-oxygenating the body. And then as you start to get used to the breath control, using breath control in connection with your core control, we're starting to work into our Pilates method. So I'm going to start off today in your shoulder bridge. So if you'd like to take a breath in to prepare, and as you breathe out, work your lower back upon the floor, peel the back away from the ground, draw all of the way up onto your upper back. Breathing in at the top, and then breathing out as you lower, vertebrae by vertebrae, into an imprint, and back out to neutral. Again, breathing in, the ribs are widening. And as you breathe out, you have a little tilt of the tailbone, peeling the back off the floor without clenching the buttocks. Breathing in at the top, and then breathing out to lower your back down, into your imprint, and back out to neutral. Now this time, if you're feeling a little bit stronger, you want to stay up, you feel it's okay. Remember, you can just work the rippling. We're staying up and lifted, and breathing out to lift one heel. And then breathing in to lower. Now feel that you have an equal balance through your hip bones. So try not to let your hips drop from side to side. And as you breathe out and lift the heel, get that feeling as if you could draw your hip bones together in your mind. So breathing out, engaging, pulling in behind the surface muscles, and then breathing in as you lower. Breathing out, lifting the heel, and breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out, lifting the heel, engaging with your core, and breathing in to lower. And just really getting that thoroughness of using that central core line of your body. Breathing out, lifting the heel, and breathing in as you lower. Couple more, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower, as you breathe out, lowering your back down, all the way down into the floor. And we'll take the legs just straight. Okay, now just work your shoulders maybe down again. Notice if they've started to lift. As we bring one leg up towards the ceiling, breathe in. And as you lower the leg down, breathing out. As you bring the other leg up, breathing in. And as you lower the leg down, breathing out. So really going through that long stretch through the leg. As you lower the leg, engaging with your core. Maintaining neutral back. So if you need to, maybe support that any tightness of the hamstrings by bending the knee. You can bring the leg back down towards the floor straight, but try and put in a little bit of your own resistance as you lower. Try and feel like you're stretching the toe a little bit further away from you as you lower. Now if you're feeling a little bit stronger, and for this one we do need to feel okay with an unsupported neck, I'm going to bring the head and shoulders up off the floor. Still got my neutral back. I'm going to hold on very lightly to the back of the knee. And that's just going to position the upper body for you. As you bring the leg up towards the ceiling, breathing in. And as you lower the leg down, breathing out. So we'll reverse the pattern. As you bring the leg up, breathing in. And as you lower it down, breathing out. Not quite touching the floor. Breathing in, leg coming up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine as you lower the leg down. And again, breathing in, leg coming up. Breathing out, engaging the core and lowering. Again, breathing in, up. Breathing out, belly pulls in as you lower. Again, breathing in, coming up. Breathing out as you lower. Couple more. You've got the distance of a fist between your chin and your chest. So you're looking down towards your kneecaps. Breathing out and in. Last one. And in. All right, bending your knees and lowering your head down and placing your feet back to the floor for me. Going to very gently roll over onto your side and then pop around onto your knees for me. And today I'm going to work up into dolphin. So I'm going to work up shoulder and strength work for the upper part of your back. I'm going to clasp up the fingers together. With this one, this is the one where we want to feel that we start off with a reach around. Alright, so the hands are reaching all the way around for the sides of your elbows, not the ends. They've got to go all the way across. So when you place your arms on the floor, then open them up, and voila, that is your perfect position, okay? As I've said before on this one, when you've finished, try and check again whether you've opened up a little bit as you went along. Because we do have this habit, you know, but the more aware of you are of your little habits, the more you're able to do something about it. So placing your forearms down, wrapping those arms around the ends of your elbows, clasping your fingers together, moving knees back. I'm going to start on the knees. I'm pulling up on my bottom rib again. And as I draw forwards, breathing out, engaging the core, and breathing in to pull back. Breathing out, belly pulls back as I come forwards, breathing in to draw back. Alright, so on the knees it's a lot more controllable. Okay, and by all means stay with this version. If you feel okay to go up into your toes, it's going to be a little bit more intense. As you breathe out, coming forwards over your arms, breathing in, sending your hips back. Breathing out as you come forwards, and breathing in as you send your hips back. Now if that's not enough, you can always toe your feet in a bit closer. Breathing out as you come forwards, breathing in, send the hips back. The closer you have your feet towards you, towards your arms, the harder it's going to be. So if it's getting a bit tough, walk away a little bit. If it's very easy, walk the feet in a little bit. Breathing out as you come forwards, breathing in to pull on back. Again, breathing out, pull forwards, and breathing in to draw back. Two more if you can. Breathing out forwards, in to draw back, one more, and in to draw back. Now coming down onto your knees for me, And we're going to place the hands underneath your shoulders. Coming into a little bit of glute work. Now I'm going to work on extensions behind you, and then today I'm going to work knee opens to the side, leg crossing back behind, okay? So like I say, hands beneath your shoulders, shoulders draw back, the neck is visible from the side, so you're looking slightly ahead. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, glide one leg along the floor, point your toes, lift the leg up, and then breathe in, draw the knee back in, and we change legs. Breathing out, glide the leg away, point your toes, lift the leg up, breathing in, keep going. All right, so I know these are very, very simple, but what I want you to try and think is keeping the hips balanced. So as you take the leg away, try not to roll to one side. As you take the leg away, try and feel like you're trying to touch the other side of the room with your toe. All right, so really again, draw through that extension. Try and relax your shoulders a little bit of a micro bend to the elbows. All right, don't hyperextend at the elbows, otherwise your wrists are going to become tired very, very quickly. Couple more here. Breathing out, navel back to the spine, lift the leg. Breathing in, draw back in. And again, breathing out, extend the leg away, point the toes, lift the leg, lift the belly. All right, now drawing the knee to the side this time. Breathing out, now staying on this leg, breathing into low. We're going to do 4. Breathing out to take the knee open to the side, breathing into lower. 2 more. Engaging the core to lift, breathing into lower. A quarter circle with your knee opening into lower. Now breathing out, straighten the leg. Breathing in, take it behind the other one. Breathing out, bring it to the middle. Breathing in, take it behind the other one. Breathing out, bring it to the middle. Breathing in, out, back to the middle. 1 more, in, out, back to the middle. Breathe in, draw the knee in, let's change legs. Breathing out, knee open to the side. Breathing into lower. Breathing out, knee open to the side and into lower. Breathing out, engaging with your core, into lower. Breathing out, engage with the core, into lower. 1 more time. Breathing out, navel back to the spine, into lower. Breathing out, straighten the leg. Breathing in, cross it back. Breathing out, bring it to the middle. Breathing in, cross it back. Engage the core, bring it to the middle. Breathing in, cross it back. Breathing out, bring it to the middle. Breathing in, cross it back, out to the middle. 1 more, breathing in, out, back to the middle. Breathe in, draw the knee in. I'm going to go for another set. If you can, either take your opposite hand to the side, okay, so it comes straight to the side of your body, or it sits up into the lower back if you need to relax your shoulder, okay? All right, so as we take the knee open to the side, breathing out, breathing into lower. Breathing out that quarter circle into lower. Engage the core, lift and lower. Breathing out to lift and lower. 1 more. And lower. Breathing out as you straighten. Now breathing in behind, breathing out to the middle. Breathing in behind, breathing out to the middle. Breathing in behind, out to the middle. 1 more, in, out to the middle. Breathe in, draw the knee in, let's change sides. Breathing out, knee opening, into lower. Breathing out, knee open to the side, into lower. Engage the core to lift, into lower. 1 more, lift and lower. Breathing out, extend the legs straight. Breathing in, cross it back. Breathing out to the middle. Breathing in, cross it back. Out to the middle. Breathe in, back. Out, back to center. 1 more time. Out, back to center. And relax. Okay, coming all the way down onto your belly. And we're going to take a nice little release for the shoulders. We're going to work into breaststroke. Now I'm going to offer up today that we're working with the first part, which is a great bit for strengthening the postural muscles, all the way down to your lower back. Bearing in mind, we kind of want to go 70% of the lift coming from the core, and then 30% of back strength coming in. And then I'll offer up that we put the arms moving forwards and backwards in as well. Again, as always, if it feels too much, don't do that bit. Do the first bit only, and of course stop if you need to. I'm going to release the buttocks this time and then turn the feet slightly in towards each other, so hopefully they're not going to get involved. Bring the hands all the way down by your side and drop your forehead down. Okay, this is again, I feel one of the most important positions that we use in Pilates. It's so important for back strength and again, drawing back rounded shoulders. Okay, it really does the job. So breathing in, rolling back both of your shoulders and squeezing them together. As you breathe out, engage your core, pull up through the belly and lift and hover. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower and the shoulders release back down. Breathing in, peel back the shoulders, squeeze them together. Breathing out, lift and hover. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower, all the way back down the shoulders. Breathing in, peel back shoulders. Breathing out as you lift and hover, can you bring the arms up higher? Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower, shoulders back down. Breathing in, peel back the shoulders. Breathing out, engaging the core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out, engaging the core as you lower. So you can stay with that, or breathing in, shoulders roll back. Breathing out, lift and hover, and if you wish to, breathing in, reach your arms ahead of you, and breathing out to draw your arms back. Breathing in to reach your arms ahead, breathing out to draw back. And if you can, your arms are nice and straight. We're reaching upwards. They may not touch together, that's not important. Certainly try not to bend your elbows, just so that they do. Alright, the straighter they are, the harder they are to work with. And that's what we want. We want to change the range of motion. We want to improve upon that movement of coming forwards and backwards using your lats. 2 more here if you can. Gazing at the ground all the way through. 1 more time, breathing in and out. And then letting it down. Okay, now I'm going to bring us up into pigeon posture. So I'm going to take us up into a little bit of a stretch for the glutes and the hips. So I'm bringing my right knee up towards my right wrist. Now I have got my leg going across in a diagonal, okay? If you find that tricky, turn it back in so it's underneath your buttock, okay? And then maybe draw down. Alright, like I say, certainly don't push it if the knee's not happy with that. Okay, if anything's not happy, then come away. What we're trying not to do is decentralize the body. So basically our belly button wants to be straight down, as does our nose. Alright, so what we don't want to do is rock over onto the buttock. Okay, we want to stay completely symmetrical. And then as we draw down, forehead down maybe. See where you want to get to. You can place your forehead down, your elbows down. You can stack up your hands, so you've got a little fist tower, and place your forehead down upon, you're a little bit higher. Certainly you could use a cushion, okay, underneath your head too, that would be okay. But where we want this hip stretch, we want this glute stretch coming in here. Bring it back up, okay, gently curl the toes on the back leg, push yourself away so that you can draw your left knee to your left wrist. right? Or you're bringing your heel underneath you, all right? So your heel goes a little bit underneath you towards your buttock, okay? If you can bring it across, you'll get a deeper hip stretch, but if you can't, and that's okay, all right? Nothing wrong, it's just maybe just not appreciating that on your body today. So again, bring the body down, all right? Maybe that fist tower, if you don't want to go too low. Maybe the forehead can come down though. And let's draw the body back on up. And I'm going to swing that back leg around. Okay, now today, I'd like to work into the half oblique roll back, fingers in underneath your knees, and then we're going to be turning as well, all right? So the first one, try if you can to keep your feet on the floor. I know they're not always very willing for that, okay? But you can play around with how far in they come or how far out they go, all right? Just see again, see what's right for you. I've got a small gap between my knees. I'm going to place my fingers in underneath my knees. Now as I draw backwards, I'm going to breathe in, and as I draw out of the curve, breathe out and use the abdominals to pull you up straighter. So breathing in, curving your lumbar spine, and then breathing out, engaging the core to bring you back on up. And again, breathing in, dip down into the lower back, and then breathing out and pull up through the belly to lift you up. All right, one more like that. Breathing in and breathing out to pull up. Now arms across your chest. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, tilt and start to look back to your elbow as you draw back. And then breathe in, bring yourself back up to the center. Go the other way. Breathing out, tuck your tailbone under, twist from your upper body only, and breathing in. That's why I want the feet and the knees to stay still. So breathing out, twist from the ribs, the upper body oblique, twist backwards, and then breathing in, drawing back up. Breathing out to go back, hold it. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, twist, hold it. Breathing in to bring you back on up. Breathing out, twist, hold it, and breathing in to come back up. And we'll put the two together. So fingers underneath your knees, take a breath in. Breathing out. Breathing in, drawing back up. Breathing out, sink back. Breathing in, back up. Breathe in, and then breathe out to twist. Breathing in, come back up. Breathing out to twist. Breathing in, back up. Hands underneath your knees. Breathe out to go back. Breathe in to come up. And again, breathing out, sink back. Breathing in, come back up. Hands across your chest, breathe in. And then breathing out as you twist. Keep the legs still. Breathing in, back up. Breathing out to twist. Breathing in to draw up. Last set. Beneath your knees. Take a breath in. Breathing out and roll through the lower back. Breathe in, draw it back up. Breathing out, roll through the lower back. Breathe in, draw it up, arms across your chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, twist, look to the elbow. Breathing in, up. Breathing out and twist. Breathing in, coming back up and lowering it down. That was nice, wasn't it? Hands back behind you. Now we're going to go into your tricep dips. Okay, so as you dip back, breathing in. As you push away from the ground, breathing up, offer your chest up. And again, breathing in, dip back. Breathing out and press up. Now you can stay with that if you prefer, or straighten your legs away Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then as you come up, breathe out, pressing down through your toes, breathing into lower. Both versions work. They're both slightly similar, well, they're similar in that they'll work in the upper back of your arms. Different in that how you're, again, controlling the body lift. Alright, so if you're pressing down through your toes, you're lifting and you're using a little bit more of the back of your body. So you are using your glutes on this one. Alright, if your glutes are strong, this is going to make it easier. So pulling into your core, and when you're dipping back, okay, you're using the force of the ground behind you, and you're pressing your body up. Alright, again, you've got anything going on with the wrists. Alright, it's not feeling so good, make it softer. So move in and out, alright, but kind of working the muscle, but without putting too much weight bearing into what you're doing. Finish off your last one. And release it down. Okay. Let's take a stretch in there for the upper back of your arms. You can sit with your legs in front of you. You can sit up with crossed legs. You can sit on your heels. Okay, whatever feels good for you. If it's easy to find the fingers behind your back, go ahead. Find them and hold on to them. Trying to keep the chin lifted if you can. Alright, let's swap it on over. Take that arm back. Assist the stretch there to begin. If it's easy to find the fingers behind your back, link them up. And then just try and keep your chin up a little. Give the shoulders a little bit of a roll off. Okay, now I'm going to bring you around onto your side, and today I'm going to work through your oyster. Okay, so we're going to bring the knee open and back. This is going to work up into glute medius for you today, and the inner thigh muscles. So if you could lower along the floor, and if it's okay with you propping your head up, but by all means lay completely along the ground if that's better for you. Bring the knees so they come forwards of your body, big toes connected. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're rolling the top knee back and breathing into lower. Breathing out and engaging with your core, breathing into lower. Alright, so we're switching the core on, alright, not for the purpose that it's going to it's not really going to support anything, but for the fact that, again, we're just every time we connect with the core, be it that it's just part of the exercise, it's working, okay? Even if it doesn't make the exercise more stable, or even if it just doesn't, you know, enhance what you're already doing, okay? But thinking about the core, breathing out, pulling up and through, breathing into lower, breathing out, rolling the knee back, into lower. And again, breathing out, press back, into lower. And again, engaging with the core, into lower. Again, breathing out, knee back, into lower. And again, breathing out, roll it back, into lower. And again, press and lower. Two more there, please. Breathing out to press, into lower. More. Alright, then just gather up that leg. Relax the leg completely. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, softly start to draw it back towards the stretch. Okay? And when you get to the point where you can feel the muscles stretching, take another deep breath in. And if you can, breathing out, taking the stretch to go a little bit deeper. other side on the inner thigh and the hips today. So again, let's prop the head up, pop those knees forwards, big toes connected, and as you roll the top knee back, breathing out, breathing in as you lower, breathing out, engaging with the core, into lower, navel back to the spine as you press to lift, into lower, again breathing out, roll the knee back, into lower, again breathing out to roll the knee back, into lower, navel back to the spine, and into lower, and again breathing out, press away, into lower, and again breathing out, press lift, and lower, and again breathing out, press it away, and lower, and again connect with the core, and lower, again connect and press away, and lower, and again breathing out, belly pulls back, into lower, breathing out, pressing away, into lower, and again press back, and lower. 2 more there please, breathing out, breathing in, 1 more, and in. Alright, softly take hold of that leg, take a breath in, breathe out, gently start to draw the knee back. Okay, let that muscle start to find the stretch. Then on your next out breath, see if you can take it through its range a little bit more. And then gently release that leg down. Pop yourself round onto your back. It's time for 100. So if we can find our neutral back, draw down the shoulders, wriggle out the neck again, just like we do at the beginning. Setting your body up, bring your legs out one and then the other. So today, if you're supporting your neck, pop in that little bit of cushion, okay? Maybe you're supporting your head. Maybe you don't need to support anything and you can pat the air. Maybe the hamstrings are happy with you taking the legs out. So just find where you need to be today. Start to work on your breathing, maybe shut your eyes. And as you breathe in, focus on the out breath, bring your ribs wider. Focus on the out breath, and you've got that navel drawing back, that sponge squeezing feeling inside of your body. Let's go with 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. Keep going. So we've got the distance of a fist between the chin and your chest, okay, if your head is off the ground. And 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 54, 55, 6, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 6, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 3, 84, 85, 6, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, carefully bend your knees, lower your neck down, lower your head down, place your feet down. Now I'm going to work into just a little bit of neck release. Okay, remember the double chin exercise is to try and stretch the muscles all the way up to the base of your skull, therefore releasing a little bit of built up tension. So if you do talk for a living, all right, if you do spend a lot of time talking, that area of the body gets a lot of work, apparently, all right? So we want to just every so often just release, all right? Depending on how much your jaw works, okay, from day to day. And if you clench your teeth at night when you're asleep, you know, that's another reason that could be a little bit congested around the base of your skull. But if you first of all turn the head to one side, lower your ear down, work your shoulders down, and then see, maybe once you get there, could you go further? In which case you need to lift your head up and then replace your ear down. And then just hold it. Back to the middle. Now drawing your chin down towards your chest. Give yourself a double chin and really pull it. See how far you can get the back of your neck to the floor. And then release the head back up. Direction, lower the ear down, and if you can go further, lift your head up and then place your ear down. And then slowly bring it back to the middle. We're going for the double chin again. So really pull down your chin towards your chest. Try and work the back of your neck towards the floor again. And then releasing your head. Okay, I'm going to come into your heel dig from here. And I'm going to offer up that we work it into an imprint, and then I'm going to work it up till we go to roll over. But first of all, with the heel dig, you've got a neutral back. Lay your hands upon your belly, and as you lower one heel down, breathing out, engaging your core, breathing in to come back up. Now with your hands on your belly, I want you to try and pull your belly back from your fingers. So as you lower the heel down, pull it in and back. Breathing in to draw back up. As you breathe out, digging the heel down, breathing in. Try not to get to the floor. You know, we're not trying to absorb our weight into the floor. We're looking for resistance here. Now you can carry on with this today. Alright, if this is great benefit for you, then carry on. Otherwise I'm going to point my toes and bring my arms off the ground. And as I breathe out, now I'm imprinting the lower back into the floor. And then breathing in to release it away. Breathing out to imprint the lower back. And breathing in to release away. So again, now very deliberate with the effort of the lower back going towards the floor and releasing away. Alright, now if this is easy for you today, alright, you've got good control over this, you'd like to move it on to the rollover. Hands back down onto the floor by your side. Breathing in, and then as you breathe out, very slowly, lifting your back off the floor and sending the legs up. Breathing in to take the legs to separate, and then breathing out to lower. Now it is going to be a bigger back stretch, so if this is not suiting you today, you've got those two other positions. You could use a cushion underneath your back or a block, so that when you lift off, you're not lifting from the floor and then you're not quite coming back to the floor. Breathing out. With this one, think about the breath and the engagement of your core is on the motion. So breathing in to prepare, breathing out as you send the legs up. You're breathing in to take your legs to hip distance apart as as you come down, they're still hip distance apart. You're breathing out, your head stays on the floor hopefully, and legs are coming together. One more if you can. You're breathing out to send the legs up. Breathing in to take the legs to separate. And then breathing out to lower slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, and then we'll just do one more on your back today. Soles of the feet together, knees open nice and wide. A little bit of action for the ankles here. So as we take the legs away, breathe out and sit the feet so they sit side by side. As you come down, if you can, the feet are flat at each other and the knees are really wide. Then as you take your feet away, press them away. Breathing in, same as with the heel dig, as you take the legs away, try and feel that the abdominal muscles are drawing back and away from your fingers if you put your hands on your belly. Alright, now that's all happening. Okay, we've got a neutral back as well, by the way. We've got the head and shoulders that can come off the floor. Breathing out to press. And then if you want that little bit more, your neck is recovered. Circle your arms around for your thighs to above your head. And breathing in as we draw back down. Breathing out, press away. Breathing in, but try and really work through the ankles. You know, there's not all that many positions that require this sort of position that we're using with the feet and the ankles. Point through the toes if you can when you take the legs away. Breathing in, pushing away. Two more. Breathing in, out and press. One more. Alright. Then once you're all done, feet back down to the ground. A gentle roll to one side for me and press yourself back up. Okay, now we can take the right foot towards the inside of your inner thigh. Again, if for whatever reason the knee does not appreciate this, have both legs straight. And I'm going to draw the right arm across towards your left leg. And it can be the knee, the shin, the ankle, anything that you feel you can reach towards. And we're going to take the body down today. And we're just going to hold that stretch today. Underneath your knees and then pull back. And draw the body back up. Straighten your right leg. If you're bringing the left leg in, draw it towards the inside of your leg, or again, have both legs straight. Left arm across towards your right leg. Knee, shin, ankle, or the foot, whatever you feel you can reach onto today. Drawing back on up, bend your knees up again, fingers the other way round, underneath your knees, okay, and then pull back. Back on up. Okay, now either cross-legged position, okay, or soles of the feet together, or legs out in front of you, whatever feels good for you. And I'm just going to take a stretch out from the waist, breathing in, and as I breathe out, I'm reaching forwards and down. And then the other arm, breathing in, and then breathing out, stretching it forwards and around. Breathing in, stretch it out, and breathing out, drawing it around and over. Breathing in, breathing out, tilt the body and around. 2 more, breathing in and out. And 1 more, breathing in and out. Take the hands all the way back, roll back down the shoulders. Feel free to kneel up if this is better for you. I'm just going to bring the head forwards. And then tucking your head across, looking down into the corner of your body. Bring the head through to the middle and take it across to the other side. And then bringing it back to the middle. Letting your arms draw forwards of your body, stretch across the upper back. As you come up, breathing in. As you open back, melt the arms down, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Go the other way, stretch it forwards, tuck the head in. Breathing in, use your abdominals to pull up, try and keep your gaze forwards. Letting your arms release on down. 1 more time, stretch it forwards. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, you are all finished for today. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Drink some water, enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, very well done everybody.